Gaming Bolt presents 20 big and massive open-world games coming in 2016 and beyond. We have a lot to cover here, so let us dive right in. Horizon Zero Dawn. Set 1,000 years after an apocalyptic event, Horizon Zero Dawn sets the player loose among glowing green forests, long-forgotten cities, and machine-controlled wastelands. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. The follow-up title will take the fantastic first-person parkour established in the first game and transplant it into an open world. We can't contain our excitement at the idea of running, jumping, and rolling over rooftops, being able to choose our own path to any objective. Final Fantasy XV. Final Fantasy XV will either make or break the Final Fantasy franchise. What makes this open world so enticing is that, due to the fact that it draws a lot of inspirations from modern culture, it is this surreal mix of the familiar and the alien. Far Cry Primal. Sporting the series' trademark vibrant visuals and mix of stealthy and obnoxiously loud gameplay, Primal will be a welcome change of scenery for the series. We are already excited about this ancient twist on the Far Cry franchise. Scalebound. Platinum Games' Scalebound will put players in the shoes of Drew, who, with his dragon companion, Thuban, will tear across the massive world, leaving a trail of fiery debris in their wake. We haven't seen much of the world, but what we've heard sounds incredible. Cyberpunk 2077. The Witcher 3 was one of the largest, most expansive RPG worlds in recent memory, and CD Projekt Red's next title, Cyberpunk 2077, will be even more massive. As the name implies, it is set in a near-future cyberpunk world and will focus heavily on RPG elements. While the studio has just started working on the title in earnest, it will undoubtedly be their most ambitious title to date. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky goes beyond the limits of an open world, placing an entire universe in front of players and allowing them to map their own route. Each planet is randomly generated, so you never know what you'll find. What is even more remarkable is that the entire world is seamless. The Legend of Zelda Wii U. The newest adventure in the story's franchise has teased a massive open world and restructure of the franchise's well-trodden formula. Details are still incredibly sparse, but from the small amount of footage we have seen, it looks like classic Zelda, but also moves the series forward. Star Citizen. Star Citizen is still a long way off, but what is currently being shown has us intrigued. Toting a massive, visually stunning galaxy, players will take control of a complex spacecraft and forge their path through the stars. There are several paths to travel down, including a fighter, a trader, or an explorer. Tom Clancy's The Division. Taking place in New York City after a mysterious, devastating event, players will charge through the streets, taking on rival gangs and occasionally their own teammates, if the situation grows dire. Mass Effect Andromeda. After the lackluster ending of Mass Effect 3, BioWare began working on the next entry in the franchise, looking to win back the fans they lost at the conclusion of the trilogy. We still have a lot to learn, but we know that it'll take place in the Andromeda Galaxy, featuring new adventures in this expansive universe. Homefront: The Revolution. Homefront: The Revolution moves away from the straightforward nature of the original and puts players in a massive open world, letting them take down the oppressive regime in whatever manner they deem fit. Sea of Thieves. An open-world seafaring MMO, Sea of Thieves looks like it will mark the true return of Rare. We've only seen one brief trailer, but its bright graphics, colourful characters and crew mechanics have already drawn us in. Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 will continue the story of Ryo Hazuki and return players to the realm of Japanese drama and action. Funded through Kickstarter with some additional help from Sony, the ambitious end of the Shenmue trilogy will imbue the series with modern ideologies. Dishonored 2. The sequel to the hit stealth game is finally announced, and while we know we will be exploring a new region as the daughter of the Empress who was killed in the original, we don't know much else, but we can expect an array of new powers and techniques that will prove invaluable. Kingdom Come Deliverance. A massive, sprawling RPG set in medieval times, this title has been a long time coming, and its detailed, brutal world is filled to the brim with things to do and sights to see. Combat is swift and brutal, with much of the land enveloped in war. Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 offers up a new city with new threats and hundreds if not thousands of orbs to hunt down. This, coupled with the game's impressive destruction system, make for an open world adventure unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Mafia 3. The open world of Mafia 2 didn't have a copious amount of things to do, but the authenticity of the 1940s setting made it feel truly unique. Mafia 3 will be set in the 1960s New Orleans in the middle of the Vietnam War. It looks more brutal and more picturesque, and will further realise the hard-as-nails gangster lifestyle. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. The series' latest offering, Wildlands, will open up the world to players, allowing them to choose how to tackle each mission. There are dozens of ways to put down each target, ranging from discreet to brutal. Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora's adventure is coming to a close, and there are still a lot of loose ends to tie up. We know that we will revisit Traverse Town, and we can only dream about what other fantastic places we'll travel to wage war against the Heartless. What game are you looking forward to?
And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. See you soon.